And what's going on? This Big Cass, it's your boy Big Cass with the 210 Hood Squad Nation. What's going on, my fam? I got this other video going on right now about our boy Tupac. Uh, yeah, whoever's watching my videos, whoever subscribed to my videos, appreciate that. That's one love. For those who checking out my videos, if you haven't subscribed, please do check out my other videos. I appreciate that, man. Much respect, man. Also, if you're checking out my video, please hit that like button, man. I really appreciate that as well. All right. So I had did a little bit of research, man, and I got this little information that I wanted to address to all these Tupac lovers out there, man. That I just want to let everybody know what's behind Tupac and what's really going on with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get it. Uh, First, I don't think anybody really realized what Tupac's legacy was going to be at the time, man, because he was just a rapper to so many people until he apparently supposedly died. You know what I'm saying? Then you realize this guy was more uh, than that to people. You actually realize Tupac was a brilliant, intelligent, all about the people, and really was a leader. Tupac really wanted to spark the brain to someone else's that could probably make a change for the better. But Tupac was about the people and not a gangster lifestyle. The Like the government portrayed him to be. You know what I'm saying? So the government knew Tupac's parents were Black Panthers and also knew Tupac would be a problem to their agenda. That's why the COINTELPRO wanted Tupac dead or in prison, point blank, period. Did you know that the COINTELPRO was founded by a white supremacist? Yep. The COINTELPRO was founded by a KKK member, man. You know, with that, that's self-explanatory, man. And to the COINTELPRO, Tupac was everything the white supremacist was known to hate. So the COINTELPRO didn't want to take that chance with Tupac. So they put a target on his back. Since the COINTELPRO had something to do or were somehow involved. I personally feel the police that were involved with Tupac had something to do with the missing of multiple video evidence. That happened at Las Vegas on the strip. That because there had to been cameras everywhere, man, up and down the strip. You know what I'm saying? And what happened to all the those videos? They hadn't been taken down. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of all, the witnesses there on the Vegas Strip were Tupac's people, man. Like I said in my other video, his production team was there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Paige Hemis, like I say once again, she was there plus the whole production team, man. Like, what was she doing there? So that is self-explanatory right there. So that's why there was no evidence. They had no evidence. The COINTELPRO had no evidence of the shooting, which was pre-planned by Tupac. I know the feds were trying to keep close tabs on Tupac, but Tupac played them like a fiddle, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say that I don't think anybody else could have pulled this off. I also give Tupac a lot of credit, man, for even trying to pull this off, for even have the fucking audacity to pull this off. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people probably been scared straight. You know what I mean? to even try to pull this off. I want to talk a little bit about some guy, man. His name was Rakim Balugan. Balugan, real quick. You know what I mean? Rakim Balugan is a black Dallas area activist with the Guerrilla Mainframe. He's also the co-founder of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, right? Which aims to educate and arm black people in the US and abroad. Anyhow, the feds made it seem that they had a warrant only for his weapons. The feds didn't like an open carry demonstration that Balugan had said. The only, this is what Balugan said. He made this during the demonstration. He said about, the police. The only good pig is a pig that's dead. Oink, oink, bang, bang. You know what I mean? So I guess they really got offended by that. You know what I'm saying? So the FBI had targeted Balugan, and it had nothing to do with the guns, the protest chants, or social media. Balugan had trained people to learn how to use firearms, self-defense, and to create a healthy lifestyle. He was a strong political activist in the areas of community organizing, self-reliance, self-determination, and things of that nature. He did believe in rights to bear arms and felt that people should be trained with it. Having Balugan around was a threat to their structure and agenda, to the police and to the COINTELPRO, to the government, period. So shortly after, in 2016, Balugan was arrested. They finally got to him, arrested him, so he's locked up. I just want to address too that he was another one of them activists, you know what I mean, with the Black Power movement, and they set him up too for whatever, just because he made that speech actually, and they knew that he was, with the Guerrilla Mainframe, that they had a, he was another marked man, man. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show the COINTELPRO marks every black guerrilla, Nation of Islam, Nation of Fruit, the Fruit of Islam, or whatever I think it's called. Just anybody involved, man. So check it out, fam. Remember when I told y'all that Geronimo told Tupac that he had two choices and then gave Tupac the third option? Remember? I told y'all that, I think, in my other video. Okay, listen, check this out. So, to what I'm about to say. And this came from Tupac. This quote, or this came from Tupac personally. With regards to going into hiding, Tupac said, "At first, it was life or death. I'd been shot at, and I knew it wasn't going to stop. Once I was out of the game, a fresh start looked too good. All the baggage from the old life, I could let it go and walk away. Since then, I mostly keep my head low, don't draw attention, staying out of trouble." When asked about how he spends his time, Tupac said, same old, same old. Shop at the farmer's market, keep my bees, get some honey, flirt with the girls at Dairy Queen. Nothing big. In Tupac's crib, above the couch was a large tapestry depicting a scene from his California Love video. I do a lot of writing. Jules' book of poetry, that was mine. I also ghostwrote the screenplay for The Lake House. Tupac also said he has no plans to return to the public eye. I'm gonna keep it straight, chilling here. Keep them bees. Work the strawberry patch. At the end of the day, play some World of Warcraft. It's a good life. That's what Tupac said. Another thing I wanted to bring up about Tupac and Robbie Williams. Robbie Williams is a guy that Tupac knew, and but he lives in the UK, right? This happened right before Tupac was supposedly killed in Las Vegas when Tupac went to Italy. Remember when he went to Italy, like I think a week before he went to Las Vegas? So, what was he doing in Italy? You know what I mean? Was he planning? What was he doing? Remember when Tupac went to Italy a week before he went to Las Vegas, right? Well, Tupac had went to the Versace show in Milan, Italy, and he ran into Robbie Williams. And Robbie Williams had sung that night. Then he said when he saw Pac, it was weird. Those were Robbie Williams' words. Robbie said it wasn't meeting Tupac that was weird, but that Tupac's security, one was an LAPD undercover police officer. I guess he knew that dude, that undercover police officer. And they were watching Tupac's every move, you know? So Robbie Williams tells Tupac that did he know that one of his security offers was an undercover LAPD posing as one of his security team. So now we have to ask ourselves something. We got to ask ourselves, did Tupac know that one of his security team members was an undercover LAPD, or did Robbie Williams just save Tupac's life? You know what I'm saying? Because what if Pac didn't know one of his security team was an undercover LAPD officer? You know what I'm saying? I think that was when Tupac found out that there was an undercover cop working for him, and that's when that incident happened. I think Robbie Williams actually saved Tupac's life. I don't think Tupac knew. So remember that story? I don't know if y'all heard about it, but they Tupac and a couple of his goons, uh, they had an undercover cop working for him, and then they fucking pistol whip him, and then the cop, all he remembers is waking up in a room with three guns pointing at him, and he thought he was gonna die, like his whole life flashed before him. I think that was when that happened right after that. So yeah, so there was an undercover working for him. So now that's when they pistol whipped this undercover cop, and that was the same officer that was hired to kill Tupac. So they kidnapped him, and when this cop woke up, three guys with masks and guns were pointing at him. That's when the cop pleaded for his life and told Tupac that he's better off alive than dead to him. So I really think that Robbie Williams did save Tupac's life. Plus, that was also the final piece that Tupac needed to actually fulfill faking his death. Tupac really needed an officer to portray his own to be able to fake his death. You know what I'm saying? Perfectly. Tupac had a lot of supporters, man. People who really liked Tupac, and with his knowledge, that made Tupac a very dangerous person to cross. So with all that, there is more proof showing that our boy Tupac is alive than dead. Check this out, people. Tupac had completed the Don Illuminati, the 7 Day Theory album in 7 days. Believe that shit? He finished the whole album in a week, using 3 days to write and record, and the songs, and 4 days to mix the album. Also, when Tupac first started rapping, he went by the name MC New York. I don't know if y'all knew that, but Tupac never started as Tupac. He started when he first started, in the beginning of the game, he called himself MC New York. I didn't know that, man. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows that Tupac used to date Madonna, right? But he broke it off with her because he didn't want to happen to her. And plus, he knew that his fans were probably going to be opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? So, but they still kept in good contact, and they still were good friends, real good friends. You know what I'm saying? It was like they never like had problems with each other after that or anything. Then we have the beef inside Death Row. There were dudes that would get their ass whooped inside the studio. I'm sure y'all heard stories about what happened inside the studio, that Suge, even Tupac. They would, and even their security goons from the Mob Piru Bloods, they would fuck dudes up, whatever, who deserved it. When Tupac was in the studio, he was like a surgeon. He took that shit serious, man. He didn't play around, joke around. And if you didn't have your shit straight, he'll be pissed off, and he'll be telling you shit. You know what I'm saying? He took that shit personal and was all about making music when he was in the studio. I also heard Tupac's supposed brother Mopreme. Remember Mopreme? Tupac had beat his ass in the studio for whatever reason. I don't know the whole situation behind that story, but it was told that Tupac had beat up Mopreme, his supposedly stepbrother. They don't have no blood between them, but that was his stepbrother. So I don't know what happened, but Tupac had beat his ass, and they said Mopreme was all fucked up, had knots all over his face and everything. I just thought I'd throw that out there. It's just that's how serious Tupac took that shit when he was in the studio. You know what I mean? And he didn't play, man. It was all about work. You know what I'm saying? And then Tupac took the beef real personal with the East Coast rappers, East Coast and West Coast rappers. So towards the end, Tupac and Snoop Dogg started having problems. You know what I mean? That was towards the end, because they did kind of kick it off throughout the couple years. Tupac was with Death Row, like 2 years. Uh, they were cool, but towards the end, that he started having problems with Snoop. Snoop didn't want or have problems with Dr. Dre, because Dre was the one who had made Snoop a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who made Snoop a fucking straight up millionaire. It was because of him. So while Tupac was talking trash to the East Coast, like Biggie, P. Diddy, etc., Mobb Deep, all them motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Snoop didn't want to talk shit. He didn't want no part of that. You know what I mean? Snoop didn't want no part of that because he was cool with them. So that's what started the whole beef between Tupac and Snoop. You know, uh, on the cool, Tupac and Suge didn't know that Snoop and his Dog Pound crew used to go to New York and visit P. Diddy, Biggie, and all them. You know, and they treated Snoop and the Dog Pound like royalty, man. That's why I guess Snoop was all up on their shit, you know, and the Dog Pound, you know. Tupac got pissed off when Snoop was asked, what does he think and feel about Biggie and P. Diddy? And Snoop responded, oh, those are my homeboys. I love them. Tupac got heated because he didn't like Biggie and P. Diddy. So ever since that time, Tupac had problems with Snoop. Even the Dog Pounds were saying that Tupac was pushing the beef from East Coast. But anyhow, that's not what supposedly had Tupac killed. Supposedly killed. I had to throw that in all the time. There's that theory that it was, but that was a scapegoat theory. You know what I mean? Tupac has true vision and is a genius. He is super intelligent, articulate, social visionary. That's why he faked his death. And this story is so confusing. It has everybody confused. So nobody really can say this is what happened, that's what happened with sincerity. You know what I'm saying? You really got to do your research and think and see how you look at it. You know, everybody has their own opinion, but mine, I know Tupac is alive, man, because there's more showing proof to him faking it, his death, and more proof that people are stating that he is alive after the supposedly 96, when he died in 96. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got right now. So I'll probably do another video. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that. And whoever hasn't, who's watching my videos, haven't subscribed, I appreciate it with much love, respect if you hit that subscribe button as well. And stay tuned. I'll probably do some other type of videos. If you want me to do another type of video, go ahead and comment and lace me up on what you want me to talk about. Uh, but if you like the video, please press that like button, man. I appreciate it. This your boy, Big Cass, and I'm out. One love.